favorite Delta Demon again, Scrub on Crack. Today's video, I'm going to be going over all my settings. I had a few comments in my previous videos asking about comments, audio, all of that. So I'm going to be going through all my settings and telling you guys why I use them or why I don't use them, alright? So first off, very important one, automatic airborne mantle. Turn this off. Don't ask me why, but I'm going to tell you why anyways. Automatic airborne mantle, obviously, say you're mid-gunfight, you do a jump peek, or you just try to jump over a head glitch, and it automatic mantles you. That will get you killed, okay? Take it off now. As for these two, don't really have to explain this, it's just preference really. As for hit effect color, I like to change it to a brighter color so I can see when I hit them. I know there are hit markers, but it is very nice to also see that, as well as I like the color pink. Not a bad color, you know. As for all of these, I don't believe I really changed much other than put this one on, put marked items in the safe box first, as well as high value items safe box first. I sometimes feel like this doesn't work though, because I've adjusted this up and down and I really haven't seen anything get changed. Another one I use is auto sort when opening stash. That's honestly very helpful. Take a look at my stash. See how it just changed colors over here? Some stuff went green, that means it was auto sorting it. So let's say I take this, put it in my stash. Now you can see it's right here. If I go somewhere else, come back, it just put it back here. It's not here anymore, and it's back in here now. As for keybinds, my mouse sensitivity is going to be 2.3. And that also, along with that, I have a 2000 DPI set on my mouse, okay? All of this I haven't changed. Vertical and horizontal I have not changed. ADS sensitivity multiplier, I bumped it down from 1.0, I believe it was at, and I tried to put it at 0.9, but it got stuck at 0.93, so I'm just going to keep it there, honestly. As for that, I haven't really touched anything else in here. This all looks like, yeah, vehicles, gunner. Yeah, so I haven't touched any of that. It was basically just my sensitivity and my ADS multiplier that I had changed in here. Now, for one that a lot of people have been asking for, controls and combat. I'm going to go through all my keybinds, why I changed them, and what they do to help me. So the first one that I changed, I believe, left peek and right peek. I have these set as my mouse buttons. I do this in honestly any game that has lean peeking. It is so much easier for me to be using my thumb on my mouse and keeping my three fingers on WAS or D instead of having to try to fat finger Q and E. So that is really easy for me to do. I also take it off of toggle because I can't be bothered about forgetting about that and not wanting to lean when I am leaning. As for everything else right here, I haven't changed that. Weapon, fire mode I haven't changed. Tactical device is something I have changed. This is my flashlight and or laser. This just helps me turn it on fast and turn it off fast if I'm trying to hold an angle or not hold an angle. Because obviously if you're looking down an angle and you know there's an enemy down there, you don't want them to see your laser and to see where it's coming from, because that is able to help them figure out where you are. As for switch optic or zoom, I changed that to T because I don't use push to talk. I'm mostly playing with a squad, so we're either on Discord or we can just have hot mics on. I don't use push to talk whatsoever, so this automatically got switched to switch optic or zoom. And this will help me change my zoom very fast while I'm playing, without too much of a reach with my left hand's index finger. Inspect weapon is the same. Tactical gear. This is for my toxic character. This is her fireflies. I forget what the original keybind is for this, but I changed it to Q because I don't use Q and E for leaning, so that means I'm automatically changing two very used keybinds in game to Q and E. So one of them was my tactical gear. As for gadget 1, I don't believe I've changed this. This is Toxic's adrenaline. As for gadget 2, I haven't changed that either because that's usually a grenade, and every game I've ever played, grenade was usually G, okay? Hold breath, shift, that's the same. And here's a very important one right here. So I have a lot of questions sometimes asking about how I see enemies' health and or name, or how I've seen them through bushes. This is exactly why right here, rangefinder. The scope I use is basically a legal wall hack. It can see through bushes and smoke. It can't see through walls, but it can see through smokes and bushes. And if other people are going to use that against me, I'm going to be using that. I've died plenty of times before knowing about it to it, and ever since using it, it has been a blessing, honestly. Use that scope, use this keybind. I put it to control so I can spam the absolute crap out of it when I'm ADSing. Alright, as for screen and interaction, don't think I've changed anything in here. Oh, actually, I think I did. Yes, use meds or open med wheel. I know this says warfare, but this is also for operations. So, I believe it's normally like keybinded to 5 or 6, maybe 4, but I automatically made it E, because once again, I told you guys, if I'm not using lean on Q and E, I am putting in way more important keybinds than lean. This is one of them. This opens up the med wheel and makes you able to easily select which meds you want to use on the fly. As for vehicle, I have never even been in the setting. I'm not going to click it, so we're just going to head over to screen. I have this ticked on, show performance. Oh my god. Show performance parameters. I do like to see my FPS. I do like to see my ping, all of that. So that's very helpful to me. And to all of you nerds out there, if you like seeing that too, that's how you turn it on. As for show detail item pickups, I believe this is just on by default. I haven't turned it off. I like it. And a very important setting in here, honestly the only one that you should turn on in here, if it's not already on, is close backpack / pickup tab when being attacked. This is so helpful. I can't even imagine how many times that I've been in my backpack or been in like something that I'm looting and I start getting shot at and I start panicking because sometimes it's not tab or you have to hit ESC to get out of it. Turn that on. It will save your life. As soon as you get shot, it takes you out. Okay? It takes you out and you are able to move freely and turn around and completely dumpster your opponent that dare to shoot at you. Okay? Turn it on now. Moving over to graphics. I just have my monitor selected, my GPU selected, borderless windowed. I know people always say use full screen, but honestly I've always been a borderless windowed guy because I like to tab out a lot, and I hate seeing my game disappear. It freaks me out. Auto for aspect ratio and match frame rate cap, I have it set to my monitor's hertz, so 144. Auto match, no need to put stress or anything onto your device while just sitting in a lobby, so we're at 60 frames in lobby. VSync, always off. NVIDIA Fast Sync. Honestly, I don't even know what this is. Screen pairing and less latency. Sounds a lot like VSync, keeping it off. As of FOV, I'm running 105.2. You can 105, you can make it whatever you want. I like 105 because I come from Call of Duty background. My FOVs in the game was always 105 to 110, always. So I run it in here. I like it a lot. I can't complain about it, and that's about it for that one. For graphics, it says custom, but it's mostly just medium, guys. Alright, everything's medium basically, except for shadows. Shadows I turn down low. I hate shadows in games. They always help hide my enemy. I'm turning them as far down as I can. As for everything else, medium. Literally everything is medium except for shadows for me. For super resolution mode, I have NVIDIA DLSS. Super resolution, I like to do quality. I know you can do performance, balance, auto. I like quality because, yet, like I said, I have everything on medium, so adding a little bit extra quality, I like it. As for NVIDIA Reflex low latency always. Usually there's a low latency plus boost in options in games. I would go for that, but since there's on this, just low latency is for me. Alright, moving over to audio. Another question I get a lot. Guys, I have nothing special going on for my audio. I have master volume 100, headphones on, HRTF off. I might try to turn it on. I heard it is decent, so I might try to turn it on, and I'll let you guys know how I like it. Music volume, turn that shit down. I can't be getting blared by that. You have no idea how many games there are where the volume starts at 100 and it just wants to make you deaf every time you launch the game. I turn it off. Sound effects volume, always at 100. Same like master. Everything else, I basically turn down. UI voice volume, I've recently just bumped this up a little bit just because I've started recording my videos, and if people can't read, then people can hear, so I'm going to have the UI voice lines in there as well. As of the voice volume, honestly, it just has set at a random number. I believe that's for your squad voice broadcast. Yeah, that might be for your squad, maybe not. As for mic mode, I told you guys I don't use this. Do not use that at all. This is entirely up to you, squad of or your entire squad. And then here's the headset I use, guys. I use Astros. I use Astro A40s, alright? So that's why I'm saying there's nothing special about my audio. It's literally just master volume, sound effects at 100, and my Astro A40s. I do have a mix amp, so like when I'm loading into the game, I am able to turn down how loud that helicopter is when you're flying in. But then I'm also able to differentiate the noise between my teammates and my game with this mix amp, which I love a lot because I do have some teammates that scream. But you could also turn them down in Discord. It's the same thing. It's just I have like an extra way of doing that without going into Discord, and it's awesome. And honestly, guys, that's about it. That is all my settings. So if you guys have any questions at all, just leave a comment, and I will get back to you as fast as I can. All right. Have a good one, guys. Peace.